All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to our Wednesday night guest call, and we're so excited that you're here. And if we've not had a chance to meet yet, my name is Carrie Nguyen. I live here in the warm, not so warm right now, but nice and cool, crisp, right? Whether here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm joined today with the most amazing Amber Horn in the entire world. You live in Oregon,
Yes.
right? But we just had a really cool leadership retreat with our Pruvit community, and so she's lingering a little longer, doing some work and hanging out with the team. So we're just so excited to be in person. This is the first time.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time we're presenting together.
Yeah.
But also we get to be together to present. So which is a really powerful thing. And just a little bit more about me, and then Amber's going to share about herself. I started drinking ketones in September 2017. This is what I'm drinking right now, a unicorn up. So if you are drinking some ketones with me, drop in the chat too, like what's in your shaker cup, what you've got going on, or what you're drinking, or what you drank today. Would love to know. And also where you're from. Let us know where you're from too. But in 2017, somebody got bold and said, hey, you should try this. And I said no. And I said no, and I said no, and I said no. Then I finally said yes. And the first time I drank a pack, again, not because it didn't come in a can then, and I drank a pack and it lit up my brain like a Christmas tree. And I was just, I felt like I had something that I could believe in that moment and go, oh my gosh, the whole world needs to know about this. And so I drank it for 10 days. I had a pretty simple body composition shift in my body, was able to release 7 pounds. And then I just drank it 10 days at a time for the last almost 4.5 years now, going back to September 2017. And just managing my own expectations in those 10 days at a time. My first year released about 73 pounds of fat, went from a size 46 pant to a 34, that's 12 inches off my waist, and from an extra large to a marge, a medium in some, large in others. So it's kind of a marge type thing, or a medium. You pick out the word. What up, Scott? I see you down there. And it's been the most amazing thing. I drink it now. I'm still on a body recomposition journey, but I drink it now because I love the way my brain thinks. I like thinking about my thinking. I don't know if anybody else is like that, or you're conscious of your thinking. I just have so much more mental clarity. I have so much more focus throughout my day. And it's just been an experience, and an experience that gets better and better, one pack at a time. So I'm going to pass it over to Miss Amber so that way she can introduce herself to you and share a little bit about her story. And we're going to get this call on the roll.
Awesome. Thank you, Carrie. I love size Marge. That's one of my favorite sizes.
I love being a Marge.
Yeah, let's go. But I do love your story, and I love what ketones have done for you and the journey that you're on. It's very inspiring. So yeah, my name's Amber. I am from Oregon. I'm a mom of 6, a busy mom of 6, and I've been drinking ketones for about 18 months. I found ketones halfway through my weight loss journey. I'd lost about 50 pounds. And then I hit this stall, and I did not lose weight for 5 months. I was super discouraged, trying to figure out what the heck's wrong with my body. Felt like I was doing everything I needed to do on my part, but my body wasn't responding. And I was getting discouraged. I was in bed prior to the start of my weight loss journey for several years, just kind of miserable and tired and unhappy. And I'd get the kids up in the morning, get them off to school. And as soon as they'd get out the door, I'd crawl back in my bed and then count down the hours until they were back, and that's how I was functioning, just trying to come up with the energy and the desire to live life. And it just wasn't there. And there were a lot of years like that. And I was ready for those years to be over. So I finally started this weight loss journey, and I was down 50 pounds, and then I got stuck. So I started seeing something about this ketone product on TikTok, and I first saw it. Somebody was talking about these white monster drinks that they had no longer been drinking since they started drinking ketones. And that intrigued me because I was chasing energy, and I was chasing energy with these energy drinks, and I love the white monster ones. And I started watching closer, and pretty soon that person started talking about weight loss. And you better believe that was interesting to me, because that's exactly what I needed. I needed more energy, and I wanted fat loss. So I started listening closely, and I'm not one to spend money online. If you follow me on TikTok or social media, my husband is extremely cheap, and just going and buying 5 packets of a colorful little product is not something we generally do in our family. So it took me watching this person for a little while before I finally decided to buy 5 packets. And on that first day of drinking it, I got on the scale the next morning. I was down 2 pounds. The next morning, down 2 pounds. In 10 days, down 10 pounds. Wow. And I'd lost additional 50 pounds within 2.5 months. So I'm down over 100 pounds total on my fat loss journey. I feel amazing. And I'm so thankful that I took that little risk of trying those 5 little packets, because my life has been changed. I'm a better mom. I'm a better wife. I'm a better person. And each day gets a little bit better and better as I continue striving on this journey. So I'm so thankful that I listened to that little voice in my head that said, try it, just try it. So here we are today, but I want to talk a little bit about what these colorful little packets are. They're called ketones, and ketones are our beta hydroxybutyrate, which our liver actually produces. You can do a few things to get your body to produce our beta hydroxybutyrate. A few things you can do is you can fast. If you fast, your body or your liver will start producing this, and you can get your body into a state of ketosis. If you get your body into a state of ketosis, then you get all these awesome benefits. It's a fat burning state, more energy, better mood, better sleep. Your skin gets clearer. You just feel better. Lots of great benefits from being in ketosis. You can also get into ketosis by following this really strict diet called the Keto Diet. It's like a high fat, moderate protein, low carb diet. And if you follow it super strict for a few days, then your body will also produce our beta hydroxybutyrate. So this is actually the third way and the best way to get your body into ketosis.
Simple.
Oh, so simple.
So simple.
So easy. You just put it in a cup, shaker cup, mix it in ice water, shake it up, and you drink it. And within 60 minutes, your body is in a state of ketosis, and you get all those awesome benefits, which I definitely needed at that time. So that's what we're talking about today. And we do have some support products that go along with the ketones. And if you are interested in those, if you see some of those on the website, go ahead and talk to the person who invited you to this call. They will cover everything for you, what our Keto Pro is, what our Mitoplex is. And by the way, if you're going to purchase tonight, always start with ketones and Mitoplex. That's the best way to get started. And the very best is a 10-day challenge, because it's a variety of box of ketones. It'll give you a decaf and caffeinated. And that's just the best thing, because you don't know what flavor you like when you first start drinking ketones. This happens to be my favorite flavor, but I doubt it's everyone's favorite flavor. What's your favorite flavor?
Actually,
Carrie?
True Passion is my favorite. I love this. It's like a mango passion fruit. It's so good. I drink this one literally every single day. And yeah, Coachy in the comments says all of them. But what's your favorite? If you're drinking ketones, drop in the chat too. What's your favorite flavor, and what's your favorite support product, and why? If you've been around the conversation, so that way we can have a little bit of support going in that chat too. So yeah.
Okay. So what I would like to do is, we've got a special guest on the call tonight that is going to share their story, but it is actually the person, that really tall, kind of funny, I won't say looking, he's actually funny. I adore him. You may know him. His name's Scotty Henry. We've invited him on the call tonight, and he's going to talk to you a little bit about how he found ketones and what ketones have done for him. So Scott, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself?
Yo, what's happening? I'm Scott. I'm the monster drinker that she saw on TikTok. I was the white monster drinker, the construction working white monster drinker that has given them up now for over a year, thanks to ketones. So yeah, Amber, love hearing your story. It excites me every time I hear it. And I honestly might need you to just send me a copy of it that I can like keep in my wallet. Cause when I start getting like down on myself and like need a booster, I need your story so I can hold it in my wallet and pull it out and just read it every once in a while, because it helps me a lot. Almost 2 years ago, I downloaded some weird app called TikTok just because I didn't want my stepdaughter to have it. I I was like, no, you're not going to get it. I better check it out and see what it is. And then I started making videos. I was working construction at the time. And my schedule was, I was on the road for 3 weeks and then I would come home for 2 days. Then I was on the road for 3 weeks and I would come home for 2 days. Lived in a hotel room. I was working multi-million-dollar jobs in the geotechnical field. And I had done it for 20 years. I missed a lot of my family's life and I was unhappy and I was overworked and I hated being away from my family. I was out of shape. I was killing my heart drinking 3 to 5 white monsters a day. And I downloaded TikTok basically to help others smile when I was in a time of very, very deep sadness and depression in my own life. I was the happy, smiley guy that found Menards in North Dakota and laughed at it because I was trying to find something to laugh at for anything, because I was so sad to be away from my family, not happy with my career, not happy with how I felt physically. And so anyways, I found TikTok, gained a following, and I happened to mention to a friend of mine who I was working with, I was like, I need to do something about my health. I feel gross. I feel just slow. My joints hurt. And like every time I drank a white monster, my heart would race and I could literally fall asleep sipping on a white monster. It did nothing for me energy wise. It got to the point where I was just like, my body was like, no, these aren't going to cut it anymore. And so I would try to drink more of them to see if it would do anything. And it just never did. And my buddy, I said, I'm going to try the keto diet again. Because like 5 years prior, I had tried the keto diet and it worked. You know what? It was really hard to do in a hotel room. If you've ever been in a hotel room and tried to cook keto, my diet was eating rotisserie chickens from the grocery store. Like that's what I could eat. That's what I could put in the fridge, and I didn't have to have a bunch of pots and pans because rarely did I have a stovetop. So I would eat a rotisserie chicken and I would put my body into ketosis. Well, I mentioned that to my buddy. I said, Cody, I need to go back on the keto diet. I need to start working out. And he's got this he's a big guy, big construction working dude. And he's got this deep voice. And he said, well, my wife, she's got this powder that you put into water and it's supposed to do the same thing that the keto diet does. I said, you're a liar. No, it can't be. There's nothing that's that easy. I've tried the keto diet. It is super hard and I don't believe you. And he goes, well, she's doing it and it's working. And would you try it and see if it works? I was like, sure, I'll prove it wrong. Like I honestly set out to just prove it wrong. I was, yeah, send me some, and I'll show you how this fake magical powder doesn't work. And they did. They sent me some, and I remember trying it the first night. I loaded up on Taco Bell, ate burritos, nachos. I was like, I'm gonna make sure my body doesn't go into ketosis. I'm gonna do everything I can, and so I ate a bunch of Taco Bell, shook up some ketones. I think it was actually strawberry peach, the first one I tried, and it was delicious. I drank it, waited the half hour, and then I did the little urine strip test, and lo and behold, I was in ketosis, and I could not believe it. And I even then I was like, oh, okay, so it tricks your urine into thinking you're into ketosis. That's a joke. But then I kept drinking them, and I remember it was about 3-4 days later. I had drank them straight for 4 days. I woke up. I used to wake up super early. I would go and get a tank of fuel to drive around my job site to fuel the equipment, to get my paperwork ready for the morning for a day. And I had my ketones in the morning. It was about 6 a.m, and I was sitting on the track of my excavator, and I was just sitting there, and I was like, why do I feel so awake and so good and so focused? I don't know what's going on, but like most of the time I'm like half falling asleep, sitting in my truck while the fuel tank is fueling up the equipment. I vividly remember sitting on that track of that excavator, just thinking, what is different? Like, why do I feel good? I was like, oh, ketones. Okay, ketones. Like, I'll keep drinking these bad boys. And I have ever since. I've quit white monsters. I drink them regularly, twice daily. And I ended up sharing them. I ended up saying, you know what, this stuff is so good. I want to share this product. I want to keep drinking this. And I want others to feel that, oh, I feel good. I feel focused. I feel awake. And so I started sharing it, and that's what Amber saw. Amber saw me sharing it, and I've gone from there, and it's been over a year now. And there's times where I don't talk about it. There's times I get in my own head because I don't want to come across as a walking commercial. I've vowed to myself I would never be that guy on social media that was a walking commercial. I look around, there's 20 things in my office right now that I could sell on my platforms that have been sent to me. I won't do it unless I believe in it. I believe in ketones. I drink ketones. They're amazing, and I will keep drinking ketones. And if you haven't tried it yet, you got to try it, because it's something that I will back forever, and I just totally support it 100%.
So good. So good. Mr. D. Henry, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your story there. And I did hop in the chat there. If you are drinking ketones, share your story in the chat just real quick too. Just type something up. Misty, I know you've got your fingers ready to go. You get your fingers out there and you tell the world what's been going on. But Scott, just one quick question for you. Thank you so much for all of that. But I mean, over the last year, we've become friends, and we've become friends because we're on this couch together because you were brave enough to put up a post. You were brave enough to step outside that comfort zone and share your own story. And now I have a new friend that I'm sitting on the couch with in a multi-million-dollar home that, well, we don't own it. We're just crashing it. Hey, open the door. Hey, and because you isn't that the coolest example of community? Just being able to create friendships as we go. And I look at the Zoom and I see friends that we've made because of that too. And we'll get to talking a little bit about the community here in just a few minutes. But do you have a really cool community story, something short that just kind of on your heart?
Yeah, there's nothing short about. I'm at 6'7". Short Yes, so, coming across social media, you always wonder who's genuine, who's real, who's putting on a front, who's fake. When you meet people, sometimes you're disappointed. Sometimes you're like, and there's people who say that about me. Scotty Henry's fake. He's on a front on this. And I try to be the most genuine up front. What you see is what you get. I am who I am. I don't care. I'm unapologetic about it. The realest, most genuine group of people that I've been around are the people in this company, in this Pruvit business. I'm at an event, every time I'm with the group, every time it is a genuine happiness. It is an energy that can't be, it's not fake. It is, the people are just happy and wanting to share this amazing thing that we all have in common. And we all know it helps others. And I love it.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much,
Scott. Was I breaking up the whole time?
What's that? No, you're good. But so thank you so much, Scott. We're gonna. No, it was a little choppy, but you're good to go. You were good. We got all the major points, and we got to see your smile the whole time. So you could have been telling us your Menards shopping list, and it would have been just as much of a great experience. But thanks so much. We're gonna just push forward real quick, just because we want to respect your time, and that way you can have some conversations with your friends that are drinking ketones already, if you're not. But Amber did such a great job presenting it, and we've shared our stories with you about how this works inside your body and what you can feel: better mood, better sleep, better energy, focus, fat loss, whatever your favorite benefit is. If you're watching this, drop it in the chat too. But when you put this in your body, it is the best way to get yourself into ketosis. And it's so simple to do. Amber has her shaker cup there. Here's a pack. You take this, you put it in that, and you go. And there's that challenge kit that Amber was talking about, as this is an opportunity for you to message your friend and say, hey, Amber said I needed to message you and say I needed the challenge kit and the Mitoplex. You have that picture handy? Yeah. This is what we don't have one handy, but this is what it looks like. And you grab these two things. This is our good bundle. There's a good, better, best bundle on there, and your friend will help walk you through what they are and what the benefits are and the amount of savings that goes with it. But this is your good bundle right here: a drink ketones challenge kit and a box of Mitoplex. And this is a support product just to help keep you hydrated, because your body needs a little extra magnesium, a little extra potassium to maintain and maximize the state of ketosis. And I'm not a scientist. Amber's not a scientist. I mean, she's a superwoman, mother of 93. And it's and I don't have any kids, and I don't have a PhD in anything. but you can go to pruvit.tv and you can research, you can look up and watch really short videos that explain ketones, all of our super electrolytes, yes, and support products, and some other amazing benefits of the community, the business, and especially the products. And that's a library built for you to go do your own research. And think about it as like a research paper. Like your teacher says, here's the topic. So topic is ketones and support. The resource is pruvit.tv. And if you are someone that needs more information, you can go there and grab that, or text your friend, and your friend will go, oh, hey, here's a video that you can watch. Because I'm not the medical guru. That's not me. That's not my role. My role is to share some information with you and plug you in to help you become educated, because we get to lead with education. Somebody asked Amber Ryan's question. She goes, hey, that's a great question. Let me go find the resource, pruvit.tv, or a couple other things too. So, but call to action right now. If you're ready to start drinking ketones to get that experience under your belt, all of those betters, and to have your own story like you've read today or heard today on this Zoom, just like Amber said, grab that challenge kit and you can go to, go back to your friend. They have a special link for you with a special savings attached to it. And just like Caleb Parks there, like, let's get to better. Let's start this journey to better. And that way we can all just lock arms and drink these ketones and keep going and moving forward. So message your friend and say, hey, what are the options to get started? But we're going to do a little pivot right now and actually talk about not just ketones, but free tones. And because free tones, if you're drinking free tones, drop the word free in the chat, because if it's free, it's for me. That's what Coachy says all the time. I say it all the time too. Mark Brown's doing a jig down there. Free tones are what's up. But Amber, how did you get your ketones for free? Who did you talk to first?
I talked to so right when I first started drinking them and loved them, I started reaching out to my family and saying, hey, I found something that's working for me. You should try it too. And they tried it too. And all of a sudden I found myself getting free tones, and which was super exciting to me and to my husband as well.
Yes. Cheap husband loves
yes.
free stuff, but when you go to a restaurant, if you go there multiple times, do they ever give you free dinner?
No.
If you go to the movies, if you go there 10 times, do they give you a free movie?
Yeah.
When you get your car's oil change on your 5th one, is it free? No. And if you send people, like if you bought, what kind of car do you drive?
A Tundra.
A Toyota.
Yeah.
So then if you said, oh my gosh, Toyota Tundras are the best truck ever. If I bought one, is Toyota going to go, hey, here's a free car for the referral?
Right.
No, it doesn't happen in reality. Right. But here, for me, I called my mom and I called my friend Janice. I said, hey, this stuff's fire. You're going to drink it. I didn't even ask them. I was like, you're going to drink this because I need you alive forever. Like, you don't get to die. You don't get to be sick. You're going to drink these. I don't know what they do. I don't know how they work. I'm on day 3 and I feel amazing. You need to feel amazing too. But we have a really cool customer referral program. You as a loyal customer, when you're getting that challenge kit, this challenge kit every month, or whatever specific flavor you enjoy, when they're getting that just shipped to you as a loyal customer, and then you say, hey, Amber, I really want you to try this. She says, okay. And she's drinking it too every single month, +1, right? So me was mom and Janice, and then yours were just 2 family members or 2 friends or something
right.
like of that makeup. And the company goes, oh, hey, Amber's sharing ketones. You know what? Let's reward her with either steeply discounted or completely free product based off of the referral orders that are happening. And that's the way it works. You don't have to have a business. You don't have to be uncomfortable. You don't have to get up and do a dance and shake your butt on TikTok. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to care about the people that you care about. When you have discovered something that works inside of you based off how you felt, that's why you started calling people, not because you could get it for free. You happen to get it for free because you just cared, would you say?
Exactly.
And it was just the most simple thing. So how long have you been drinking free ketones?
18 months.
It's nuts. And for me, it's 50 months, I think. Whatever October 2017 is back. If any of my green emeralds on here want to do the math on that, a whole bunch of months ago, but free product. And that's your first thing that you get to do. You get to earn it for free. And that's just something that you can do as someone that just enjoys the product. Think of yourself as an ambassador, like you're just a representative of the product. You're a representative of your own story. You share it with a few people and you get it for free. But if you get a little crazy and you share it with more than 2 or 3 or 4, Misty, I see the anticipation on your face. If you get a little crazy and you're like, hey, you know what? I think a lot of people need this. I think there's more than just my sister and mother and brother and neighbor that need this, Sherry Phelps. I think there is. Let me share it with a wider audience. Now, however you reach people is how you reach people. Amber does an amazing job on social media. If you put me in a room with people in it, I'll have that whole room drinking ketones. That's my biggest strength. And so it doesn't matter how you share it. What matters is that you share it. Your conviction here is, I want to help people feel better. And so we all do that in some capacity, but that's where this amazing little upgrade and access to the rewards program takes place. And so here in Pruvit, not only do we have the most amazing backed by science, fully patent protected product, not only do we have an amazing reward system that compensates you for you sharing your story, we have a company, a $1 billion plus company that is ready to support you in whatever your it is and whatever your why is. So whether it is you're transitioning from a full-time job and into social media work, we have an infrastructure to support you there. If you're a stay-at-home mom and you just want an extra $300 to $500 a month to put your kids in programming that they can enjoy, and I have friends that do this business just so they can send their kids to karate, just so they can send their kids to not swim classes right now, but swim classes, just so that way they can freely go on vacations without having to think about which bills they have to focus on first. And we have so many amazing stories of being what's called a promoter inside of this community as well. And that's where we were just in Arizona on a retreat, and it was totally amazing. But the infrastructure that's set up for you here is ridiculous. It's just totally ridiculous. Amber, at what point did you like maybe being a promoter is for me, like maybe this makes sense? Like what was that like thought process for you in that transition?
So the transition really was my ability to impact lives. I didn't look at it as a business, and people asked me if I wanted to sell ketones. I wasn't interested in that at all, but I was interested in helping provide a product to people, and I had a little bit of a platform to do so. I wanted to change lives. I always felt like I had a mission or a vision inside of me to go out and help people with something that I struggled with, but I didn't have the tools that I needed to do so. And at one point, just a few weeks in, I had this realization that I finally had the tools that I always wanted. I had a platform, I had a strong burning desire. Now I had the tools. Now I could go out and really provide an opportunity for people that I had been searching for so many years. And it was something in the moment that I knew for sure that I wanted to do. And it's not about building a business for me. It's about changing lives.
Yeah, changing lives, and then kind of low-key accidentally building a business, and then now earning rewards that allow for you to go and impact more lives. Mm-hmm. So it's a really cool thing here. Like we have our CEO calls it like it's our economic value impact, right? Like because we care about people, we're rewarded for caring about people. So then we can in turn go care about and take care of more people. But what does it mean? Like what kind of impacts do you get to have when you say yes to sharing this opportunity? You get a full legal team that supports you as well. We get a full marketing team. Every day we get some type of message, some type of promotion, some type of mindset and development sent out from the company. And then you get leadership to support you as well. And however it is that you're showing up for your business, whatever your goals are, there's systems in place. And you'll develop your own systems too. Like Amber has grown into her leadership, and because it was kind of thrusted upon you, and then she's like, okay, here we go. Same thing for me. It was thrusted upon me, and then now we get to lead a community and co-lead it with you when you say yes, because your story matters and your impact is just as important as anybody else. Marketing, promotions, the system, and the community, like Scott mentioned earlier, that little story, like yesterday, 6 years ago, all 30 of us this weekend, all 30 of us were total strangers 6 years ago. And then we just got to do life together and really think about the next 12 months for how we go forward as a group, as an organization, and as a community to impact the world. And so Do you want to touch base a little bit on like something really cool that's happening right now, our little dollar keto club thing, and
Sure.
like the benefits of that?
Yeah. So if you're at all interested in pursuing this, we have this promotion going on right now called the Dollar Keto Club. You can literally get into this business for $1, and that's all you get. You get websites, you get a full team of supports, you get all the things that Carrie just talked about, literally for $1. And then from there, you have the opportunity to get your ketones at 40% off. And we've got a few bundle packs, a mini brand builder pack and a max brand builder pack that you can get for 40% off when you sign up for the Dollar Keto Club, which is a huge value and a way for you to launch your business. Because what you're going to want to do when you launch your business is get ketones in the hands of all your family and friends and have them experience that better. And you can do that through what we call trial packs. You want to get people 5-day trial packs, 10-day trial packs, and you're going to buy that big promoter pack to be able to do that, launch your business. And then they're going to want more because they're going to want to start feeling better, and they're going to want to start experiencing fat loss and better mood and better sleep. So it's a really great deal. If you're thinking about pursuing the business part of Pruvit, go back to the person you talked to and just ask questions. Ask how they started, ask how it's working for them. And it's really cool. And I am so thankful that I said yes and explored the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a question for everyone in the chat. I want you to tell me your favorite grocery. Where do you do your grocery store shopping? Wait, that was redundant. Grocery shopping. Where do you buy your groceries, or where do you buy your gas, or where do you buy your favorite taco? Where do you get, like, what restaurants do you love? What stores do you love? Do I have any Target fans in here? Do I have any Walmart junkies? Do I have 7-Eleven fans? Like, I love a good breakfast sausage from 7-Eleven back in the day. Probably why I was 350 pounds, because I like stuff like gas station food so much. Like, I ask this question because these are all major stores, major franchises. Most of them are billion-dollar companies. Y'all, Pruvit is a billion-dollar company. Our community, our company is a $1 billion+ company. And when you see these names, when they open those doors, have you ever been in well, I can't really say that now because of pandemic about the shelves being empty, but back in the day, in the olden days, when you walked in, everything was stocked. There was Tylenol, there was cold stuff, there was toilet paper, right? There was always stuff available for you. When those businesses open their doors, they have product in hand. And that's the benefit of these promoter packs that Amber's talking about, because when you share your story, whether it's person to person, face to face, on social media, wherever, having those products in hand and say, you know what? Hey, Amber, I'm going to drive over to your house. So I'm going to drop these off for you. You know, just throw me a 20. I'll leave a few of them with you. And that way you can drink them and see which flavors you like. There's power in that. That's what I get to do tomorrow morning with a customer that joined me 4 years ago. That's been watching for 4 years. She stopped and she's like, okay, I'm ready to start again. So I'm like, awesome. I'm going to throw it, like, tell me what you want. I'm going to get in the car. I'll be at your house at 9:30 in the morning. Sup. I got to work out first. So that's why it's a little bit later, you know, because like I need the movement. And it's so important to have that. And that's where, and actually shout out to Miss Adina over here, wrapped up in the brown hoodie. She's became a promoter, joined our community about 10 minutes before the Zoom started. So she said yes. She said yes. And we just asked a few questions because her commitment is to helping people. And we were able to have that conversation and to jump on.
Adriana signed up today as a promoter as well. And cool. She came in with the Max Brand Builder Pack. She's excited to go. She's from San Diego. She's
awesome.
On tonight.
So Adriana, San Diego, welcome. Did anybody else new? How long have you been sharing ketones? Drop it in the chat. If you're new, tell us when. Like today, it's been like an hour. Orange County, not San Diego.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
Get it together. They're very different places, Amber. Come on, your Oregon's showing.
True.
But if you've been sharing, drop it in there. For me, September 2017, Amber 18 months or so.
Yes.
And Dina 20 minutes, and Adriana, a couple hours, which is so cool. But it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter how you start. Well, the most important thing is that you start. The most important thing is that you consider the long game. Consider the long game. There are no income guarantees inside of this community, inside of this company. Your income reflects your effort. And my encouragement to you is like, when you say yes to sharing this conversation, is give yourself the grace to grow over the next 18 to 24 months. And I know just from knowing Amber and developing a friendship with her, like it's taken 18 months for her to really settle in on who she is, how she works, how she shares, how she involves other people into the community. And now the next 18 months are going to be amazing, but that stickiness is important. That sticking, like stick around, stick to it. I see Steve Pipkin on here from Tucson. He's got the most stickiness of any other human I've ever known. He's my phone. Sorry about that. My computer was ringing. But it doesn't matter where you get in. It just matters that you get started. So yeah, promoter packs, get your ketones for free. If you're still just want to drink it, that's amazing, because you're going to be one of three types of people. This is my favorite part. You're one of three types of people watching this Zoom. Number one, you're someone that says, you know what, that information, it's cool. I've done the research. I've asked the questions. You know, I'm just not interested in it for me personally. But I'm going to encourage you right now that you're going to be, that you know someone that is, you know someone that could benefit from it. Like if Amber said no to Scott, but then Scott would ask Amber, what about your mom and dad? What about your families? What about your neighbors? Who else in your life that could check out this information and maybe find benefit? So if you're type 1, I just want to say thank you so much for your time, for sticking around and hanging out with us crazy people here on this couch in front of this Peter Lick photo, which is pretty cool. It feels really cool to, I don't know, should we lick it? I don't think so. But just thank you so much for your time. Person number 2, the second type of person is, you know what? I really liked what Amber talked about, those free tones. I really liked hearing about the referral program. And if you want to be an ambassador of the brand, an ambassador of the product, we welcome you. We welcome you. That doesn't mean you have to be a promoter. Doesn't mean you have to build a business. You can share on social media. You can casually connect with your friends and your family, and just whoever it is that invited you to this call or to watch this replay, to say, you know what, if Amber messaged me, hey, I have my sister wants to drink this. I'm like, okay, awesome. Well, she's going to put her in a group chat and I'm going to talk with her. And so whoever it is, your person, like they're equipped to do that. And if they're not, they have somebody that they're working with that's being their mentor or their team that can help do that information for you. Because we love getting people free ketones. It's truly the business. It's truly my favorite part of the business. Is like, oh, you want to drink it because you want to feel great? Awesome. Well, let's get it for free. Because again, you don't get free gas, you don't get free Toyotas, you don't get free Menards gift cards or whatever the case may be. You just don't, Scott. And but then the third type of person,
that should be one of the things that we hand out with ketones as a
Menards. It's just well, I wouldn't even be able to use it because we don't have a Menards in Vegas, but or a Safeway. Anyway, don't distract me. The third type of person is someone that is able to kind of grab the vision over the next 18 to 24 months. Someone that can go, oh, I really can make an impact. I really like Amber's story. Like Scott's talking about how Amber's story blows him away. I'm sitting next to her, feeling her story about, I just wanted to make an impact. It doesn't feel like a business because it's something that she's passionate about leaving the world better than she found it. That's what I hear you saying. And it's just it's an honor to be able to link arms with people that see the long-term gain of helping as many people as possible, using whatever platform you have, using whatever exposure you have, and engaging with humanity. So, because listen, y'all, the last 2 years have been the last 2 years. I don't have to go into any details. You have feelings. There are things. And knowing we're in the state of where we are as a species, as the human race, a little bit of better goes a long way for most people's lives. So that third type of person says, yes. Yes, I want to grab that mini brand builder. Yes, I want to grab that max brand builder. Yes, I want to have inventory like 7-Eleven, like Walmart. Well, of course, not that big. You're not stocking shelves. You're just putting them in Ziplocs. And yes, I want to get ketones out to my community. And you know what? Someone that says yes to earning rewards. Yes to being rewarded for sharing something. We share all the time. All the time. Here's a side question, Amber, out of left field. Because of your presence on social media, how many messages or brands reach out to you weekly, maybe daily, on a regular basis saying, hey, would you just put this out there?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe about 10 to 15 a week.
10 to 15 a week. So that's, and Scott's nodding his head, and it's just like, you say 50 a month. 50 a month times 12, that's 600 brands saying, hey. And that's just for exposure. And guess what? You get to be someone that shares this with other people. You get to be that spokesperson, that ambassador that earns rewards, and the economic impact on your life and the grandness of that is totally up to you. If you're someone that is like, that just wants $300 a month, we can do that. There's a simple system that pays out to everybody. And it's available to you. Or if you want to make life-changing income inside of this industry, which is called community-based marketing, that's available to you too. If you want to replace or even go far beyond whatever it is that you're doing currently, that's available to you as well. It's up to your stickiness. It's up to your commitment to the systems. It's up to your commitment to showing up. So whether you're type 1, thank you. Type 2, thank you. Type 3 person, thank you so much. Miss Amber, do you have anything else to add?
No. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see your faces, and I'm excited to see if you are going to join in tonight at one of those 3 spots. I'm excited to see you start your journey and excited to see where this takes you.
Yeah. So reach out to that person that invited you to be here. And if you know somebody that needs to see this recording, it's going to get sent out in a couple hours or so, and then just put it in people's hands. Just say, hey, you know what? Watch this for me. Let me know what stands out to you. And because this really beautiful, gorgeous, amazing Amber was on there, and this wacky, crazy kid in a hat was on there. I don't know if it was Scott or me for that second one, but we were here the whole time. But if you're on your journey to better, I'm so excited for you. If you're not, I can't wait to see how better shows up in your life. So thank you so much for joining us, and God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye.